It is saying recording in progress. Okay, good morning once again. Hope everyone is okay. My name is Kayinda Usaamah. I'm going to be a trainer today. Today we are going to discuss a certain chapter in our book we are reading. I'm going to discuss it for you so that every one of us can really understand it. Okay. Emily, you are very welcome to our training. Now, friends, this morning training is very important for your business. It is very important. I want you to take it as mentorship. Okay. It is not only training, but it's a mentorship program. It's a mentorship program. It's not only training, it's a mentorship program. Like you are going to be mentored to understand your business, to do it very aggressively, to build a fortune in Royal Q. Have you ever sat down there and you want to achieve your dreams? If the answer is yes, never miss this training. Everyone who's not yet serious about this training, I feel bad for them. They don't know what they are doing. This training is mentorship because our people have been yearning to learn how they can build their business, how they can build their teams. However, not getting that opportunity. This time around, this opportunity is with us here. So we are going to be teaching you, we are going to be mentoring you, we are going to be chiseling you into the best leaders in Royal Q, into the best people who can do Royal Q business aggressively and make a lot of money. The trainings I'm giving you here, they are the same techniques me too I'm using to grow very fast. You get the point? Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen here. Okay. Hope one of you can see my screen. Eh? When you enter the meeting, mute yourself. When you enter my meeting, when you hope every one of you can see my screen. Let me take you through the book. This is where we ended. We are going to chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4. We are going to the third napkin presentation. I think some of you have read this chapter before we come. Make sure by the time you come to this training, you have fixed time to read the chapter. We are going to discuss the other day. Who read the chapter today? Who have read something today? Like you read this thing. Because over the weekend, we have time. Yesterday, we didn't have any program. No one in the room. Am I having a serious team? Who read this chapter over the weekend? Leaders, get serious for sure. This is total unseriousness. You cannot make money in network marketing when you don't read. Never, ever. You must be knowledgeable. We're going to discuss this chapter. It is saying 4 things you have to do. When you want your team to grow big, you know, this morning training, we focused on team building because it's one of the ways we realize some people are going to make crazy money because most of the people don't even have capital. However, If we teach them to build their organization, they can mingle with the big boys. We want to teach that person who just bought their robot, their capital is very small. Someday they will be seated there and they are making $1 million shillings per day. But they didn't have capital to trade with money to be making $1 million shillings per day. They didn't have that capital. But we gave them skills. They learned how to build their organizations, and today they are making that money. That's my goal. That's my dream. And for sure, I dream seeing thousands of us having that, making that money, because of the skills we learned in this morning session. Look here, 4 things you have to do. In the first presentation, we told you some of the things to do and things not to do. As far as working in depth in your organization, depth means going down. That me, when me, Kayinda Usaamah, I recruit Moses, I have to go depth. I have to go deep into Moses's team. I keep teaching them. I keep working with those guys up to 50th level or 4th level. You get the point. That's what we call depth. That in the napkin presentation will show you. In this napkin presentation, we will show you 4 things you have to do to be successful in the Millennium Program. These 4 things are an absolute must. Everybody in network marketing who is making 100,000 to 200,000 a year are doing these things. Did or are doing these things. He's saying that everyone who's making 300 million Ugandan shillings or 700 million Ugandan shillings are making this, and they did these things. Ebintu byagenda otunyonnyola wano. Abasajja abakola million 305 ku million 7 eza Uganda buli mwaka, bino bye bakola. These are the things they do. Look here. He said, you are preparing a journey and you are going to use a car. And in this journey, for example, and in this journey, you are coming from Washington, you are going to California. You are coming from Masaka, you are coming to Kampala. But let's assume in Masaka, it is raining. It is very raining. It's very cold. You hate rain. Then you want to go in Kampala where there is sunshine. Let's assume in Kampala is the destiny. When you reach Kampala, you are successful. You are very rich. You have really achieved it. You are at the top. Let's assume, okay? This training is going to be very imaginative. However, very skillful. Look here. What do you need to do? You need a car. You need a car to move from one region to another, to move from your current situation. Let's assume it's a bad situation. You are very hungry. Sometimes you sleep hungry on your stomach. Sometimes you pay rent very late. Sometimes your pockets are very empty. You are not achieving the things you want. You can't afford some of the things. That's the current situation. However, you want to go in the place whereby you are driving yourself, you have your own home, you are living your life at the best. You can eat whatever you want. You can afford anything you want. You can buy anything you want. That's your destiny. But you must bear the price. What price? There are things you must do to reach there. What are those? We are going to drive this car. It's a manual car, It's a manual car, not an automatic car. Kubanga, the journey to success is not automatic. One of my mentors could always tell me that there's no elevator to success. There are always elevators. It's not there in the concept of success and reaching at the top. You must take the stairs. You must sweat. You must fall down. You must feel tired. You must feel like giving up. But then you keep moving up until you reach at the top. That's how it is done. Something here with our vehicle. Now, the first thing you do is to get started. Get in and get started. You enter the car, you switch on the engine. Vroom. Is that how it sounds? What is getting started? Getting started is like buying your robot. Buying your robot $120. Your robot is active now. You have got started. Now you have started. The moment you enter the car, you switch on the engine, you have started the business. Second, you need to do the next second thing you need to do as you take this trip, you must buy gas and oil. What is gas and oil? Using the products. Now, this book was related to all network marketing companies, and most of them are product companies. However, ours is not. Ours is a service company. We are having a robot trading for people. So I can relate this with trading. As you are moving to your next area, trade. Have some customer capital, put it in your Binance. You yourself be trading, you as a leader. Because when you are trading, you will be knowing what to help when new people get in the business. If I had never traded before, I wouldn't be able to set trade settings for my champions. But I can, just because I tested it myself. I can do it. Same thing. So as you are moving to your area, to your top, to the top, be trading. You get the point? Be trading. And you know what's up? When you are building your team along the way, the more commission you get. But they first see it with you. You get the point? So I want you to imagine you have 780 people. Do you remember our concept 5 times? Now, after you're on the third level and you're having over 800 people on your team and everybody's trading, how much money do you think you'll be making? Good money. Okay. The third thing, get into the high gear. Get into the high gear. Get into the high gear. Your car cannot move without the high gear. The high gear means the first gear, gear number 1. You know, this generation, people, things are funny. Everything is automatic. These days, cars are automatic, even tractors. Can you imagine? Everything is automatic. However, if you want to feel the car, drive a manual car. You will realize what a real car feels like. So now we are driving a manual car here. It says get into the high gear. The high gear is gear number 1. When you are driving a manual car and you put gear number 1, the car will have the energy. Just the energy. It's not very fast, but you get the energy. Just like that. What is gear number 1? Get your 5 people. Do you remember our previous training? Look for the 5 serious guys on your team. Everyone who's following my training here, your goal must be to have 5 serious guys. 5 of them. 5 serious guys. 5 serious guys. 5 serious guys. Bofuna bachali 5 nga bali serious. 5. You are in gear number 1. Just gear number 1. Now, when you are in your gear number 1, you must be in this gear number 1 5 times. So when I'm gear number 1, you are still in gear number 1, but not yet 5 times. Because the fact is, you are not going to get these guys at once. No way. That's why the more you follow my trainings, you are going to learn how we do this thing. Because you are not going to find them seated somewhere. What's your names? My name is Kayinda Usaamah. How about you, Henry, Moses, Jackie, Catherine? Hey, Claire. Nice to meet you guys. I'm looking for 5 serious guys who would like to achieve their dreams. Are you the ones? They're like, yes, we are. Thank you so much. Make a circle. I want to share something with you. Then you tell them your business and they start. Who told you it's going to happen like that? No way. You are going to get the 5 serious guys through the money you show the business, like 20, like 30, like 100. You show 100 people business and only 5 are serious. The rest are not. Kati abo ba 5 bayogerako. When you get them, you are in your first gear. But you can first get one. So osokulaga abantu business thing omwana omuya ali serious yeka. Yaga mwana njagala tuchukube, that person njagala tuchukube. Now you are in gear number 1 time. Be in gear number 1 5 times. I think I'm communicating, friends. So when you get 1, congratulations, you are in gear number 1 with 1 person. When you get 2, now you're in gear number 1 the second time. Now when you get 3, 4, 5 and they get 5, now you are in gear number 1 5 times. You get it? Second thing. Now we are going to go into gear number 2. Okay. Okay. Let me see. So get into your first, your high gear or your first gear. You will want your 5 people to get into gear. Also, you teach them how to get into their first gear by sponsoring someone. When each of your 5 guys 5 times, you will be in second gear. Now, these guys you have brought into the business. If every one of them also get their 5. By the way, this is a great job. It's not a joke. You get the point? It's not a joke at all. Now, I brought. Let me get a book. Let me get a book. I do these things. Hey. Now let me draw. This is Shadrach. As is Ame. Ame. Okay. These are the 5 guys they told you about. Okay. Moses, Kabogboza, and other stuff. Now this is Shadrach, the leader. Okay. Shadrach has these guys. When you teach them and they also get their 5, what will happen? You are going to go into gear number. You are going to go into the second gear. If you teach your 5 guys, when you enter them into the business, take it on gear number 1. Now, when you teach them to also get their first gear, for you get the second gear. Okay. Now, when your 3rd level distributors also, these guys, the second generation, these 5 guys for your 5 champions. Now, what if every one of them also get their 5? Do you know what's up? You are going to go gear. But do you know what's up? By the time you go into that 3rd gear, you're going to have a team of 1,000. You are going to have a team of 125 people. Can you imagine? 125 people. Can you imagine that big, very big team? So we also teach those guys to also get their 5 people. When every one of them do so, we are going to go into the 4th gear. By the time you reach into the 4th gear, your team will be so big. I want you to imagine 125 times 5. That's how much? 125 times 5. Your team will be 625. That means you will be running for V4 at the moment. Actually, V5, not V4. V5. You'll be running to a V5. Are you seeing how serious this is? Naturally, now when you reach your 4th gear, congratulations, and we have built your business very aggressively. You are moving smoothly. Naturally, you want your people to be in high or 4th gear, as well as they are. Okay. You are in overdrive. And as well as when they are, you are in overdrive. Now, each of your leaders, do you remember the first guys? These guys. But this is your first generation. This is your magic. Eh? And it has magic. We have the magic. Now, you have built your magic. Now, this magic of yours, okay, they have built their business very aggressively. By the time they do the fourth gear themselves, the fourth gear means their levels have recruited 3 levels down. Now, for them, they are in the fourth gear. By the time they reach in fourth gear, for you are going to go in what we call overdrive. We looked at overdrive last time. Overdrive is a moment when your business is automatic. Even if you're online for a full week or you're offline for a full week, you find the money on your asset. People will be working, people will be doing the business, people will be aggressively trading. The business will be moving smoothly. You'll find money on your account and you'll be making crazy money. And in Royalty, by the time you reach overdrive, you'll be making $300 at least a day. That's million Ghana shillings. At the end of the month, you'll be MP. You get it? MP, Ugandan MP, you'll be making all that crazy money without having any pressure. You're not paying rent, you're not paying workers, you're not paying license, you're not paying taxes, you're not paying anything. You are eating your money full of it. You get the point? Huh? So when you reach your overdrive, man, you've reached the highest level. The fourth thing, while you are on your journey to California, to Kampala, okay, we are remaining with only 30 minutes. The fourth thing, while you are on your journey to California, is to use the time you have to share your business with the people who are going with you. Let them try them. Let them experience it. Now, as you reach your overdrive, mistake people do. When they see their business moving smoothly, they relax. Actually, overdrive. They are in just a fourth gear or third gear. They feel like then they stop. My goodness, your business will go back. And when it goes back to build it again, to cost you time. My dear brothers, don't remove your foot on the accelerator. When we are in a race, we are driving a car, we want to reach somewhere. Don't remove your foot on the accelerator. There's a guy I like so much, the way he does his business is called Mr. But he never removes his foot on the accelerator. He's always in the drive. He's always in the mode. The guy is always doing the business. The guy is really, really serious. Making crazy money, but never stops working. Those are the leaders we need. You get the point? Other people, they make some money. No, just some money. And they relax. Someone is saying he's making 100,000 every day, just mitwaro kumi. Those are 3M per month. They relax. They feel like they have reached. They feel like they have done it. You've done nothing. If in royalty people are making 10,000 a day, US dollars, 37 millions per day, and I'm pretty sure they are still working. How about me who's making $30? I'm just a baby. You get the point? Never remove your foot on the accelerator. Keep moving. Keep building the business. Don't stop. Don't relax. Now, as your business moves, right, do you know what's your responsibility? Is to keep training your teams. Now you are the highest leader. You are the one making the more money. You are the one having it all. You are the one with a beautiful car. You are the one with a good story. You are the one doing constructions. You are the one having the money. Support your team. Now you are the one to support your team. Hey leader, we have a presentation in Kanungu. We would like your support leader. Come and do it for us. My goodness, drive your beautiful car because you have a car. You are driving a Land Cruiser 2022. Drive it to Kanungu. Go and do a very fantastic, glorious presentation. You are still building your legs. You get the point. However, at the moment, no one has reached there yet. But I know we are going to reach there. If we do, maybe when I'm not available, come back to this training and read these things. Okay? You as a leader, don't forget, you have to keep working with your guys. When you reach overdrive, also help them reach overdrive. If I brought Shanwat in the business, the guy is serious, I help him, we do the business, we do it aggressively. When this gentleman reaches the overdrive, I want to see him successful. I want to see him driving. I want to see him having a home. Having money. I want to see this guy having good projects. That hey, applying, hey, my leader, how are you doing? I am having a farm. I'm starting it in Kayunga. Kunzon. How big is it? I have bought 200 acres. I'll feel good. This is the guy I showed business when he didn't even have the full amount, when he was not having any hope. And today is buying land worth 200 acres. He's going to put a farm. How would you feel? Help Usaamah, the 5 guys reach the overdrive. Do you know what's up? You are going to be the hyper overdrive. It's not part of the training, the hyper. We stop at the overdrive. However, as you're building your business, don't forget these 4 things. Get in the business, get in the car, get started, use the products, shift into high gear, share with your friends. You get the point. Keep sharing. Even if you reach at the top, even if you have a lot of people, even if you have a lot of people doing the business, do you know what's up? Don't stop sharing your business. You can even build another 5 legs. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to reach the overdrive and I build and I come back and build new legs. You get the point. I can't wait for that moment. Uh, Getting started, trade, use the products. It means trading. Put a capital, start trading. Using the product means use the product you have, the royalty application, the robot you are having, use it. By putting capital and you start trading, shift into high gears. Shift into high gear means start with the gear, sponsor people. Okay, share with friends, show them this business. On your social media, you are doing funny things there only. But people are starving, man. Don't be selfish. People are starving. They have a smartphone, they have a laptop. The students who are at campus, they are really hungry. Someone is at campus, they don't have the money, they are very poor, they can't even take their girlfriend out at a very cheap restaurant. Why don't you show them this business? Do you think they can do it? Show them the application, tell him look for money, start. The guy will start, he will get on the trainings, he will start doing the business aggressively. Okay? Notice, however, if you did do 3, get into high gear and did a lot of number 4, you will never get out of drive away. That's what salesmen do. It says that if you didn't do number 3, if you didn't shift the gear, shifting the gear means starting to sponsor people. And did a lot of number 4, This is not part of our business, by the way. We don't, in our business, it's impossible. You get it? So it is saying, however, let me try to relate it with our business, with royalty business, technology business. If you don't sponsor people into your business and you think you are just going to trade alone, and unfortunately, you don't even have a lot of capital, you'll never reach out. You'll never reach your dream place. Why? When you want to build wealth, build a system. Build a system. The second thing, build leverage. Leverage means even if you are not working, there are people who are working. Imagine you have built your team to 3,000 people. That means someone somewhere is doing royalty to your existence. And you are earning the $10. You are earning the $5. You are earning the $1.5. You are earning the dividend. You are earning the rewards monthly. You are making the money. You have built a leverage. No one doesn't want that. I want to be like Sudhir. I have buildings, I have real estates, I have a hotel. Even if I'm in a party with my rich gang, I am really enjoying my life. The hotel is moving because I leveraged it. There is manager, there are They are chefs, they are waiters, they are askaris, the security guys, they are decorating team, all that stuff. They are really doing the job. In my absence, so what do I need to know? The profits we have made, the expenses we have made. At the end of the day, I come at the hotel, driving my beautiful car. I sit in the office, they do the analysis for me. This is what happened this week. Those are the things we need when we want to grow rich. Otherwise, I don't have the capital to have a hotel, a big like for Sudeels, but I have mouth, very rich with words. I'm going to sit on my phone, I build my business, I will have the same money, just like the big boys. That's the point. You get it? In network marketing, you can build your system and you make the same money like the big guys. Once you understand this and tie it with number 1 and 2 presentations, you start developing the proper MLM attitude. Starting with the square one with your new person, you want to get into their subconscious, the number 5. All you need to do is 5 serious people who want to get serious about the business. You don't need a lot of them. Wetaaga just abantu bataano. Wetaaga abaana bataano. Abaana bataano abali serious abagala okukikuba. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you get these guys, don't put them in the same league. Buli omu weereegere. Kintegeeza, when you get the 5 guys, don't put them below their friends. Buli omu weereegere, buli omu take a play. Start doing that, okay? Work with them, train them, help them, okay? When you run into people and ask them how they are doing, you may hear the response, yeah, I can't find anyone who wants to sell. That's the word sell again. Quit looking for people who want to sell. Start looking for people who want to earn an extra income. Bw'oba okola prospecting yongonoonya abantu abali serious. Let me tell you, friends, I want you to put it to head that you are looking for serious people in your business. Anyone unserious, mugoberewo. Make it your mentality. You know, for me, when I'm prospecting, I always talk to people, how are you, my brother? How are you doing? If I show you where you can make extra income working online purely, would you listen? They're like, no, I'm not interested. I don't waste time. Someone who doesn't want to make an extra income, kati ng'omwesibako, ubugenda kumenyekera bwire. But I want you to imagine, someone is hungry. Ali mu room ye, tamanyi na rent gyagenda mujja omwezi guno. Today is 14th or 15th. Wabulayo half a month asasule. Agenda bw'omuweereza message ngamba, hey, if I show you a way you can make money online, purely, even working from home, and you make an extra income, would you listen? You'll be like, yes, show me. Then like give me WhatsApp number. Let's assume you're on Facebook. This person will give you his WhatsApp number. Mwogere omunyonyola business agameneka zinga sina sente bana. Ndakuja with a robot. Muganda woman to ye. One of the tricks I use, I always tell people, I'm going to add you $30. The $30 the work is going to, I always add it to this person. You don't make the money, I help them get started. Help people get started. In this world, it's a world of helping each other. You get the point? Help them. Help people get started. You never know. Tell the guy, you know what's up now? Let's look for the $90. So when you do that, how much is $90? I think it's like 300. You get the point? So when he gets the 300,000 or 350, he gets started. Feed this person with knowledge. Tell him this is the future. Okay? Don't think you are going to get the job and work and they're going to pay you money. Let's get this application. Let's build it. It's going to give you a fortune. This guy is going to start the business and he will do it more aggressively. Someone unserious, don't waste your time on them. People who need convincing. Okay, that you're making the money, it's very serious business. Buy me lunch. I told them die hunger. Don't eat. People need convincing. You get it? You don't need them. You need people who are looking. Don't look for people. Get people who are looking. Nonya abantu abanoonya. Nawe bw'ofuna. it's going to be very easy to work with these guys. Simply point out that it may take 5 to 10 hours a week for their spare time to build a business. But then we hasten to say, what's wrong with that? People sometimes get into MLM programs and think something is going to happen just because they signed up. Not so. Remember, the car we are driving to California does not have an automatic transmission. People come into this business, they want to build a team, and they think things are going to be done by themselves. No, who told you? Who has ever seen that before? You must spare some time. This book is saying, actually, you must spare 5 to 10 hours a week. Esaawa 5 ku 10 a week. Ezo esaawa 5 sizakuseka, sizakubeera ku TikTok okulaba video kusanyuka. Ezo esaawa za kukola real working. What is the working? Explaining business to people, training business to people, those who have got started. That's what we call working. I know, and surely you know, people have gone to college to get a degree, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Maybe you are one of them. You go to school every day, you study all day, half the night, after week after week for years. Then when you finally graduate, how much money you make? We have been going to school for long. You go to school from primary to secondary, you graduate. We have spent a lot of time there. How much money are we making from the knowledge we got there at the moment? But if I tell you that spare 5 to 10 hours a week learning this technology, learning these skills, and then build them, and in a period of 2 years, you can be able to make $1 million shillings daily. Are you ready to do that? Why not? Let's get serious, guys. Okay? What do you need to do when you are doing this program? Let me see the time. Oh, goodness, we are remaining with 10 minutes. As a suggestion, we ask that you some sort of goal for yourself. When you are about 20% of the ladder in your program, you should know and answers and understand the 10 napkin presentations. By the time you get half of the way, you should be able to teach others. When you are at the near the top, you'll be able to teach your people to teach others. It's simple, beneficial that you can master over a relatively short period of time. With this book, you can sit down and read and study and listen to the presentations again and again and again, or read them again and again and again. If you were given an assignment to do the above and you had to go through the material, okay, 5, 6, or even 10 times a year from now, it is meant you could be making $2, $3, $4, or even $6,000 a month. Is it worth spending 5 to 10 hours a week? If I tell you that if you follow this training, you will be making from 7 to 10 to 15 or to 20 million Ugandan shillings, would you listen? You get the point, friends? Because for sure, if I tell you that if we do this thing, very aggressively, and it's going to help us making from 7 million to 20 million every month, would you listen? Would you give it time? Now you have to admit that it's way to go to school, right? Take a look at some of the college textbooks and trying to learn what they contain. They are not going to make that kind of money for you. Welcome to MLM University. That was the last segment of this chapter. He said that now you have to admit, you know, kukiriza. That's a pretty neat way to go to school. Well, engeri y'okusomamu sikyo tunuulira ebitabo twasoma masomero ge twasoma. Are you sure bikuyamba okukola sente z'oyagala? Agamba, welcome to MLM University. Welcome to Network Marketing University. This is the university where you learn things and apply them and make money. However, it's boring. You get the point? It's really boring. Oyogera n'abantu ab'emitwe egy'enjawulo, mulimu abategeera amangu, mulimu abategeera empola. There are people who are low thinkers, there are people who are very fast, there are people who take things very fast, there are people who are very slow. There are people who are negative, there are people who are very positive, there are people who are very poor in mind that they even think they can't afford anything. And all these guys, you're really talking to them daily. It's really boring. You get exhausted. You feel like, but you know what's up? Don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Okay. So in this chapter, what we have learned is, let me summarize something. He emphasized the five times five. Do you remember? He emphasized the gears. Gears also takes us here. The 5 times 5, the more 5 goes 5, then your gears grow. He emphasized sponsoring. What does sponsoring mean? Teaching. Okay. What does teaching mean? The teaching stuff starts with training. Don't miss trainings, friends. If you really want to grow your business very aggressively, don't miss trainings. Don't missing a training daily. If you are caught up with work, go and watch it on YouTube. Don't miss training. There are people who have never watched any training of last week. Never. And they think they're going to watch all of them. You are a joker, man. You are a joker. That's what I can say. You are a joker. You are not serious about your business. If you miss today's training at 8:30, rush to YouTube in your free time and watch it. It's just 30 minutes to 1 hour. When you are done, note some things. Don't just watch like a movie. Wandika, day. Do you know why we write? Someday you are going to be doing these trainings to other people. The teaching staff. One day you are going to have your first 2 guys on your 5. What are you going to teach them? Are you going to send them to me? Who told you? Me too, I have my 5. And I'm still a V3, I want V6. So I'm still busy. I'm not going to mentor you people. You are going to do that yourself if you want to make the money. After all, we are not going to share the money unless we do an agreement. I help you, we mentor them, I take 90% of the money you make. That means you give me your password and email. But who will accept that? No one. So I want you to sit down, study these things, or you are going to see the money coming in. Do it with the purpose of helping and growing your skills. Let me tell you something, friends. Someone who learns these skills, they can apply them in any business. When you learn people's skills, because these are people's skills, I want you to imagine you got someone on Facebook. You have, you even don't know. You prospect them. They become your friend. You get a WhatsApp number. You share a vision to this stranger. The guy buys it, buys the vision. One day you meet, you do the registration of Binance and RoyalQ. He goes back and looks for money. As you are still following him up, someday he pays the money. After this guy paying the money, he starts the business. You start teaching him, you start mentoring him. You meet weekly or daily, whatever. This guy become your buddy. You grow together. The guy makes the money. He buys a new phone. The guy makes the money. He buys a new laptop. The guy makes the money. He rents a good home. Someday he buys a car. Someday he buys a home. Some days, how will you feel? Do you know that skill, what it means? Now, if one day you start your own business and you are selling land, can you fail to sell land to strangers? People take these things unserious, take them as a joke. They don't know that these are lifetime skills. One day you will be selling land, you'll be in real estate. Can you fail to sell land if you sold a robot, a technology? Some years back, we are in 2023, we don't know what we will be doing in 2040. 2 decades ahead of us. Maybe 2 decades ahead of us, I'll be a farmer, a very great farmer in Uganda, or a very real estate mogul. If I had learned these skills of talking to strangers and build business with them, I cannot fail to sell houses to strangers. I cannot fail to sell my food if I'm a farmer to strangers. Cannot. I can go to a hotel. I close a deal. Hey, manager, how are you doing? I am growing Irish. I see you have a great hotel. I love it. It's really beautiful. And you're a very smart manager. I wanted to do a deal with you. I want to supply you my Irish. Do you think he can fail to give me a deal? I go to another hotel, another hotel. As other farmers are there, we don't have the market. What and what? For me, I got the skills in Royal Q. These are the skills I'm applying. I want guys to think beyond. Njagala tulowooza okusinga bwe tulowooza as leaders. People take these things for granted, and I feel pity for them. At the end of the day, unless you're a woman, because women can get married and take care of. But if you're a man in this training, get serious, man. You are the engine of your life. No one's going to take care of you. So every skill coming in your way, learn it. Don't take it as a joke. You get the point? So teaching, sponsoring, 5 times 5. Those things should be here in your head. Don't miss trainings. Learn one thing at a go and then go practice. Okay? Go practice. So that's our today's training. Let me see our next chapter. Our next chapter is going to be chapter 5. It is saying digging down to bedrock. Digging down to bedrock. Digging down to bedrock is our next chapter. We are going to see what does this mean. So I want you to go to this book. Today spare 30 minutes. 30 minutes enough. This book is very small. To read the full chapter, 30 minutes is enough. Sit down, concentrate, or in your office, or in your car, or when you are going back home. You know, Africans, when we are in a taxi going back home, people look in the window and they be like a statue until they reach home. Why don't you read something? Others play music, the same music they play daily. Now, what is it adding on you? Pull out your phone, read the stuff. By the time you reach home, you have added something to your brain, to your little brain. It is little at the moment because it's having less knowledge. If you do that a year, another year, my goodness, you'll be having a lot of information. So this is our next chapter tomorrow. We're going to discuss digging down to bedrock. Digging down to bedrock. However, Sarah is saying, Sarah could be a Agambe. Even women these days head families. You are very right, my dear. You are very right. Women these days are men. You know, men these days are women. Okay? You find men and they don't take charge of their lives. They are not taking care of their families. They're not paying school fees. They're not feeding the family. Their job is to produce children. Those are the men we have. You get it today. However, we have women who are very strong, but that's not what it should be. It should be vice versa. So, men, we should get back to know. Hey, could you accept a woman to take care of your children? That's why we are very poor. You cannot grow rich when you don't take care of your people. But however, if you make the money, how can you fail? If I build my business and I'm making 1 million shillings, how can I fail to pay school fees? How can I fail to pay for, like, for their living? You know, it's very little thing, very little. Poverty is the problem. Less built. You know, Bina CEO has a slogan: build and build. We are looking for guys whom we are going to build and build together. But build and build and build until we reach our goals. Now I'm done in these 2 minutes, unless someone has something to say about the topic we have learned today. Becca, thank you so much. And Governor, unless someone has something to say, this training is recorded. It's going to be put on our YouTube channel. It's called Royal Q Game Changers. Royal Q Robot Game Changers. That's the name of the channel. Go and subscribe. We have later videos there. For the whole of last week trainings, they are there. Go and watch them. Whatever you missed. We started with social media. Sarah, you're very welcome. Sarah is having an event in Fort Portal on 9th next month. We have an event. Don't miss it. In Fort Portal, 9th June, we have an event. I want you to get in touch with Miss Sarah. She's a V2. She's a middle block at the moment. Get in touch with her. She has an event there next month on 9th. If you'll be able to attend, come on, we attend together. Then this month on 27th, we have an event at Hotel Coach Hotel. Okay? Be there. Don't miss. Be smart. Let's dress to kill. And make sure you have people there. Come at least with 5 guys or 2 or 3 or any. Okay, you never know. Those will be your 5 guys into the business. Robert, thank you so much. I think we are going to end our training, and we are going to have a general training at 10. Okay, we're going to have a general training at 10, where we're going to learn a lot of stuff about Royal Cube. This week we wanted to tap on margin calls. People don't know margin calls. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending, friends. Have a good day. Unless someone has a question in 1 minute, anyone with a question, type it there in the chat section. If you have a question on what we have learned, type it there. No one with a question. Okay, because I'm not seeing anyone typing. So let's close our meeting. Have a good day. See you at 10.